Our next speaker is also one of the GPs that might have been one of our first investment, Noa Khamallah.
Oh, how are you? All right, all right. Seems to be a calm room. Hey, that's me. Hey, you really put the big game here, Mike. All right, all right. Where's my presentation? Here we go. Very happy to be here today, folks. Seriously. Speaking in this theater, the Coco Club. And, well, I'm solo GP of Don't Quit Ventures Fund 1. Operator turned founder, turned NASDAQ, turned angel investment, turned make exits here and there. Luckily, or not, but we'll dive in now. So, how your perception of the world affects your money? How does your perception of the world affects your return, right? And I have two reflections with you. One is how you see the world. It's not necessarily reflective of what it is. And then I got to ask myself this question, right? How do people usually make their opinion about the world? How do you make your mind about stuff, right? So I asked my new best friend, which I'm pretty sure it's yours too, ChatGPT. And he told me with his beautiful voice, Noah, people make their minds thanks to politicians, which are the biggest liar in the history of lying, right? And that they are good at dividing you, creating differences that are not even there. Or the biggest brainwashing industry machine in the history of humanity, which is the press, right? That's the second pillar you use to make your mind about stuff. And also the third pillar seems to be travel. Thank God. We can see stuff with our own eyes. We can feel them ourselves. So, after making money, I've decided to travel the world. So I can make my own mind and not let a bunch of newspapers and whoever else and whatever politics and whatever civilization, Westernly led, put in my head about what the world should be or what it is. So here it goes. I was like, let's travel to Middle East. I hope some of you have been there, right? And when I tell to family offices in America, in Europe as well, about Middle East, that's often what I get. And I understood that there is something that is far more insidious than politicians, than the media. Ignorance. Ignorance kills. It kills your returns. It kills money, right? And at the era where information is available from a click, ignorance becomes a choice, which becomes intellectual laziness. So I have to try to find my own, right? To try to understand. So I went and traveled to the Middle East and spoke to a lot of people there, came back here, and I was really trying to understand why everyone thinks so negatively about the Middle East. So guess what I did? I asked ChatGPT again. And ChatGPT replied that shit. Press, ladies and gentlemen, every day. Terror, victim, Muslim, attack, women right, every day. And as a result, 1 out of 2 press articles that is written of the world, in the world today about the Middle East qualifies it as violent, as terror, right, and as oppressive. when I travel there, I really ask myself, is that reality? Is that true? Right? Because we are feeding ourselves from this. Politicians are feeding us with this. CNN feeds me with this every day. And I asked ChatGPT, is it true? And he told me the data says yes. So I went to see by myself. And here what I bumped into. The very fact that our perception, our negative perception about this area of the world led us to not open to it. And understandably, I mean, who want to go there, knowing what we are fed with? However, when I went there, here what I bumped into. The biggest skyscraper in the world. And it took these guys from planning to put it up there 6 years. That's bigger than the Empire State Building that you see every day in Hollywood blockbusters. What I saw also is that that thing got twice less coverage as the Eiffel Tower or the Empire State Building. I went further, right? And I want to talk to you about Nora. Nora is great. I don't know her, she doesn't know me, but I like her. I really do. And these beautiful nations on the world, right, that are oppressing women, have done something that even NASA didn't. It took NASA 25 years, 18 months, and 7 days to send a woman up there. It took the UAE less than 10 years. So it really changed my own ideologies. I went a bit further than that, right? And I went to dive into numbers to understand if a thesis towards emerging markets and the Middle East was actually sustainable. Besides my angel portfolio that returned very well, I wanted to get the point straight because the media wouldn't give it to me, or not enough. And certainly not our lying machine that are every day on TV telling us what to think, and how to think, and why to think this way. So, let's talk money. I will give you some simple figures, basically. Emerging markets growth projection, it's 4% a year going forward. Europe and Western economies, 1.5%. Where are you going to put your money? I will go further. GDPs of this emerging nation is about to reach $62 trillion by 2029, while Europe is projected to be at $18 trillion by 2029. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the cost of ignorance. I'll go further, and please allow me 30 more seconds. SMEs, and I know Vidisha spoke about it, but that's the same in this area of the world. They are literally the backbone of these economies. The number of IPOs they are raising liquid are striving. Well, in Europe, we've seen the biggest decline we've witnessed in the last 25 years. What are you doing with your money? What I want to say to everybody is here, do not let preconceived ideas and notions that are planted into our mind lead your portfolio construction. Dare to be intellectually free. Thank you.
I love you guys. Hey, let me enjoy a bit, huh? Baby, take a picture for your mother. Am I worthy of your daughter? Bye-bye, guys. Love you. Thank you. Bye-bye.